Talladega Super Speedway is his 10th stop on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour as we head there for the running of the Aaron's 499. And always a great race when we have it on the plate tracks, and especially at Talladega. You never know what you'll find or what's going to happen here, so yeah. Getting set for 29 laps of distance here on this 2.66 mile tri-oval. We saw a great 30-lap race at Daytona, the last plate stop on the tour. And moreover, we have 9 winners in the first 9 races. Can we make it 10 for 10? Well, we're about to find out as in 29 laps. So with all that said, here's the starting line for today's running of the Aaron's 499 on the pole at 201 miles an hour. It is Keith Batson, number 88 for Quality Care Ford. Credit Ford Thunderbird. He'll be alongside the Rockingham winner, Dylan Young, number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Row 2 has Daniel Olson, the Kodiak Chevrolet, car number 25. He'll be alongside Zach Winkle, number 11 Budweiser Ford. Row 3, Joshua Sakuli in the Ray Business Buick, car number 12. He'll be alongside the number 30 Pennzoil Pontiac of Ryan George, the winner this season at North Wilkesboro. Then it's the Bristol winner, Charles Sanford, the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet on the inside of row number 4. He'll be alongside the Martinsville winner, Kyle Matthews, the Meliella Pontiac, car number 42. Then it's Joshua Collar, the STP Pontiac, car number 43. He'll be alongside number 18 Interstate Batteries Chevrolet of the winner at Las Vegas, Dawson Wise. He's on the outside. Michael Norman, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, is the inside of the next row down. He'll be alongside the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford of Johnny Gardner, carrying the 1987 to 89 Davey Allison colors for this race. Then it's Kev Shear, the Heinz Tomato Ketchup Chevrolet Pontiac, car number 57. He'll be alongside the number 33 Skull Bandit Oldsmobile of John Gilbert, finished second at Martinsville the last time on the tour. A great performance for him. Chris Dollerton is the inside of the next row down, the 55 Crown Petroleum Skull Classic Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside Paul Minnick and the number 4 Kodak Films Chevrolet. Then it's JT Bryant and the number 10 Tide Ford. He'll be flanked by the number 22 Maxwell House Ford of Sky Commons. He's on the outside. Trent Dunham, the number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile, the Versega Motorsports. He's a former Talladega winner with this car, as a matter of fact, in season 8. And the second Talladega race, I should say. He'll be alongside Quentin Mordestico Ford, car number 21. Then it's Benjamin Miles, the number 27 Kodiak Pontiac. He'll be alongside another Pontiac, Zed Weinstein, the Ruppel Furniture Pontiac, car number 70. Next row down, Jesse Turner, the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. He'll be flanked by John Arndt in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Then it's the number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford of Cole Deaver. He'll be alongside the Copenhagen Oldsmobile, car number 14 of Jeremy Jones. Seth Cole has the inside of the next row down, the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac, car number 52. He'll be alongside the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile of Dalton Day. He's on the outside. Next row down, Nick Johnson, the 66 Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac, has the inside of the next row. He'll be alongside the Quaker State Buick, car number 26 of Chelsea Bowles. Joshua Osborne has the inside of the next row down in the Western Auto Chevrolet, car number 17, the winner at Darlington this season. And Levi McIntyre, the XF Batteries SKF Ford, car number 99. Jessica Shelton has the next row down in the number 9 in the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. She'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater in the Hardee's Oldsmobile, car number 29. Then it's Cole Baker in the number 75 Valvoline Pontiac, the winner this season at Atlanta, and Matt Dallio in the Motorcraft Ford, car number 15. Andrew Perry is the next row down, the number 99 Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and he'll be alongside the Daytona 500 champion Chris Dodd in the Snickers Buick, car number 8.
Drivers, start your engines!
Man's been given the party as we get set for 29 laps of action here at Talladega. Next row down has Dylan Poteet in the number 31 Mom and Pop Chevrolet, the season 3 winner of this race. He'll be alongside The number 71 Lifebuoy Chevrolet of John Zorn, the winner this season at Texas. And starting shotgun in the field is Amari Stoudemire Jr., the number 68 Country Time Oldsmobile. These cars testing a brand new restrictor plate package for this Talladega race there. They ran the old plate package at Daytona. Next time they come out, turn number 4. The next time they come out, turn number 4 though, they'll be over 200 miles an hour. As the field comes down for green flag, Keith Batson leads him down with Dylan Young alongside of him in all Ford front row on the plate race on the here at Talladega Superspeedway. As the green flag waves and we are underway for 29 laps of action. The Aaron's 499 is on and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. How you like that sound effect, don't you? Charles Sanford leads the first lap of this race. The first lap at 193.925 miles an hour. But don't get used to this pace because they are going to be much faster next time by. Joshua Collard leads the field now, number 43. Here comes Michael Norman, and here comes John Gilbert, the 33, to surprise them all at Martinsville. And look at this, they are 4 wide now, coming through turns 3 and 4. That's Kev Shearer and Paul Mennick in the middle of this mess here, with alongside Daniel Olson and Matt Dalio. And JT Bryant led the last time by in car number 30 in car number 10, and Seth Cole now goes to the inside to take the lead. Nope, made that Benjamin Miles in 27 that's in the lead. Seth Cole to second position. Here comes Chelsea Bowles in 26 to the inside for third. On board Jessica Shelton's car. And she pushes Joshua Osborne to the lead in car number 17. Here comes Shelton to the inside. She'll take the lead in turn number 1. Last time by Shelton at 211.87 miles per hour. Incredible speeds here at Talladega Superspeedway. Here comes Cole Baker, number 75 to the inside. He's going to get the push from the 29 of Zachary Fitzwater. Baker to the lead, but here comes Poteet to the inside, car number 31. Poteet, who had a solid run the last stop in the tour at Martinsville, looking to duplicate what he did in this race in Season 3, and that was win the race. Last time by 212.079 miles per hour. Trent Dunham back in the pack there in the number 1 car. So he goes inside of Ryan George for position. Off corner number 4 to complete another lap. And speaking of starting dead last, that's that bright yellow car. That's Amari Stoudemire Jr., who started dead last in the field. And he came across the start-finish line that time in 5th position. But Zed Weinstein, with the help of Levi McIntyre, takes the number 1 spot. Roof cam, Levi McIntyre's machine. Now for the in-car camera. Andrew Perry takes the number 1 spot. Now Quentin Moore, Sky Commons is in this mix now. Number 22, I think that's who that is. That is who it is. It's Sky Commons. Moving up to about 3rd spot. John Arndt's up there. Here comes Chris Dollarton, car number 55. Dollarton is 2nd. Jeremy Jones may make his way to the inside lane here. There comes 18 car. That is the car of Dawson Wise, who surprised them all at Las Vegas winning his event. And he takes the Interstate Battery Chevrolet to the inside lane. Here comes Cav Shearer's going to shove him up the track now. Cav Shearer in 57. Came in 2nd in this race last season to JT Bryant. Four wide racing here. Look at this. This is not 65, 70 miles an hour like you'll have on the interstate. This is 210 miles an hour. Trent Dunham has the lead now, and I think that's her scraping back there. And it was Benjamin Miles who spun in car number 27. They'll come start finish line here. That is Charles Sanford going inside for the lead. And Sanford does take the lead in car number 24. Now the trick is to get them all slowed down or not cause a wreck. And I think that's what No. I thought Chris Dodd and Joshua Card actually caused one right there. But at any rate, though, Charles Sanford does lead and field back to the start-finish line, though, with Trent Dunham 2nd. And, well, I hate it when we got a yellow flag at the plate tracks. I really do. Yellow flag flying on the 8th lap of the 29 here today at Talladega. The average speed prior to this was 208.386 miles per hour. And the far chase view never lies. And let's see what happens here. And someone tells me he's going to get together with Johnny Gardner in 28. Yep, Gardner shoves Miles right into the 68 car of Amari Stoudemire Jr. Then Cole Baker gives him a little tap. Stoudemire hits him again. And boy, what driving by the 15 car of Matt Dalio. Dalio really had to get hard on the brakes right there, even though he lost a couple spots. One to Jonathan Fitzwater and the other to the 29 of Zachary Fitzwater. Or Jonathan Zorlin, not Jonathan Fitzwater. Jonathan Zorlin, I mean to say. But Benjamin Miles, no harm, no foul, really, other than a bent back in on that 27 car. Unscheduled stop for Amari Stoudemire Jr. in number 68. Part of the Semeti or Semity or however you pronounce that name racing team. But let's set the scene for you here. So we'll have green flag racing on lap number 13. Charles Sanford leads the race there, the man who won at Bristol. Trent Dunham runs in 2nd position, who started dead last, who started back in the back though, so Trent making his way through the field nicely. Zach Winkle running in 3rd. 4th is Cav Shearer. 5th is Paul Minnick. 6th is the pole sitter Keith Batson. 7th position Joshua Sakuli. 8th is Dylan Young, the Rockingham winner. 9th is the winner at North Wilkesboro, Ryan George. And John Arndt runs in the 10th position. 11th is Quentin Moore. 12th is Michael Norman. Chris Dodd 13th, Joshua Collard 14th, 15th is Dawson Wise, 16th Nick Johnson, 17th is JT Bryant, 18th is Seth Cole, 19th Jeremy Jones, and 20th position belonging to Andrew Perry. So Charles Sanford driving the Jeff Gordon colors will lead the field down. We will have, as they come to the start finish line, they will have 17 laps to go. Here in the Aaron's 499, let's see if we can get all 17 of them under green. Green flag racing, we're back underway here at Talladega. Look how fast the speeds are going to climb here. Trent Dunham on the outside lane. And they're 187 miles an hour coming on turn number 2. And look at Trent Dunham, the run he gets on the outside lane of the track, and very impressive. But the draft off the 57 car of Cab Shearer pushes Charles Sammer to the front. And now Charles falls in front of the 4 of Paul Minnick. And look at Dylan Young go, car number 2. He's got the fellow Ford driver John Arndt shoving him in the 6 machine. In fact, 3 Fords on the inside lane there with Quentin Moore in the 21 car. It's the Morgan Shepherd colors he's driving. Dylan Young jumps up in front of Charles Semmer. Here comes Quentin Moore. He's going to make it 3 wide for second position. Here he comes for the lead with the shove of the 3 car of Michael Norman. And we all know how much of a beast Michael Norman is on the plate tracks, especially in NNSCRA Snickers Cup. A former Daytona 500 winner in that division. Amari Stoudemire Jr. a little bit off the pace right there on the backstretch. They may catch him here on this lap or maybe the next. Who knows? Now Jeremy Jones in the 14 car goes inside for the lead. But inside lane comes JT Bryant with a shove from the 55 of Chris Dollerton. On board Chris Dollerton's car. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what's like to ride along at 210 miles per hour, or in Dollerton's case, 213.004 miles per hour the last time by. Well, last time by actually is now 210.652, but this was like at 210 miles an hour in pack racing. The RPMs at about 8,500, maybe 8,600. And to the lead goes car 26. That is Chelsea Bowles. Here comes Jessica Shelton for the lead. Car number 9. Does she lead this lap or does Chelsea does? Oh gosh, if that would have been the last lap, if that would have been the checker flag, I'd have lost it. Oh my gosh. And it's saying Shelton got the lap by just a bumper over Chelsea Bowles. Poteet trying for second position. Here comes another red car, Matt Dallio in the 15 car to Motorcraft Ford. And he'll push Shelton. But now Dallio says it's time. I want to go for the lead, and he will take the lead in car 15. He and Shelton side by side. Who leads this lap? I think Dallio's going to lead it. No, Shelton had it by about a bumper again. Dallio with the fastest lap at almost 215 miles per hour, 214.84. Cole Deaver to the inside, car number 7. And oh, big one! Big crash in turn number 3. Charles Sanford, Kev Shears in it. Matt Deltner, Cole Deaver, Ryan George, Cole Baker, Sky Commons. I see damage on the Zachary Bitswater car. Oh, Kyle Matthews, Martinsville winners in the crash. John Arndt's in it. Kev Shearer. Zach Winkle's in the crash. Dylan Young was in it. There's Quentin Moore and Charles Sanford. They were in the crash. Happening on lap number 18 of the event. They were coming down they were getting ready they were closing in on 10 laps to go. And this whole holocaust happened just as Cole Deaver was about ready to take the lead here. He was on the inside of Matt Dalio in the 15 car. And Dalton Day just shoves the 20 down on the 22. And there Deaver spins himself and he gets into the 71 of Jonathan Zorlin. And yeah, Paul Minnick spins, Trent Dunham. Oh, Joshua Collar gets a hit. So does Matthews. Dunham almost goes up and over. And several cars playing a game of where do I go when I get there. Yeah, Jeremy Jones in the crash. Seth Cole. Chris Dollerton was in the crash. And I see the 18 of Dawson Weiss is in the crash. Like I said, I hate when you get yellow flags at the plate tracks and in our competition. And those who have said, I never get a yellow, there's never a yellow at Daytona or Talladega in my series. Well, guess what? 2 yellows at Talladega. Does that please y'all? Here. On board with Kev Shearer. Charles Sanford's view. He was running 25th when this happened. And from Joshua Osborne's view. And that Joshua Osborne's got to be the luckiest man alive after avoiding that ordeal. And amazingly enough, 4 cars are out of the race here. Cole Deaver, Trent Dunham, Kyle Matthews, and John Arndt are all out of the race here. And several cars are a lap down. Sky Commons is a lap down. Ryan George, Zach Winkle, Joshua Collard, Cole Baker, and the 18 of Dawson Wise are all out of the crash. And I think that a lot of the cars are going to be damaged up enough to where they will not keep up in the pack. So after the big one has shook up the entire field, here's how we line up for the restart on lap, which will be on lap number 23. Matt Dallio will lead the race here. He beat Jessica Shelton back to the start-finish line. Shelton is second. Third position is Daniel Olson. Levi McIntyre running in fourth. Joshua Osborne, who snuck through the crash amazingly, and is now fifth. Sixth is Chris Dodd. Seventh, Andrew Perry. Eighth is Joshua Sakuli. Ninth, Jesse Turner. 10th is Chelsea Bowles. 11th, Keith Batson. 12th is Nick Johnson. 13th, JT Bryant. 14th, Michael Norman. 15th is Zed Weinstein. John Gilbert, Benjamin Miles, Chris Dollerton, Paul Minnick, and Jeremy Jones is the top 20. But realistically, I think you're looking at about a 15-car race to the checkered flag here at Talladega Superspeedway after a second caution flag. That's the most, I believe, in my series that I have ever had at this racetrack. Believe it or not. I think I should have stuck with the 2003 default version, I think. Anyway, Matt Dallio leads him down. The green flag waves, and we are underway here on lap number 23. Jessica Shelton goes up the track, and that's going to let Daniel Olson and Levi McIntyre fall to the inside lane. Here comes Osborne. Here comes Dodd. Here comes Sakuli. Here comes McIntyre into the inside for the second spot, though. He's got Joshua Osborne shoving him. But here comes Chris Dodd. He's going to try to make it to the inside of Osborne for position. Ford's running first and second here at Talladega. But don't pencil in your winner yet. This thing is far from over. Here it comes Levi McIntyre to the inside for the lead. McIntyre inside of Chris Dodd for position. Here comes Andrew Perry. Shelton back to the inside lane. We're trying to make another go at it. And Shelton decides she wants to hook up with Andrew Perry. No, she does not. She wants to try for position herself. You're trying to make a move there without any help that can cost you. McIntyre out in front. Here comes Chris Dodd to the inside lane. Andrew Perry moving up to third. Daniel Olson to the inside. 3 wide there between Shelton, between Shelton, Norman, and the 15 car of Matt Dallio. JT Bryant looking for his second in a row in the year 2019. He won this race last season. Five laps to go. 4.5 now. This will be the completion of lap number 25 of 29. On board, Jessica Shelton's car. Trying to make that move to the inside lane. Batson, whoa! Batson through the block on Shelton. 4 laps to go. Batson to third. Norman to second position. Daniel Olson in front. Now it's Chevrolet 1 and 2. Ford's third and fourth. And throw in 2 Buicks in the mix now. Actually, all 3 Buicks that are in the field, as a matter of fact. Here, Sakuli, Bowles, and Dodd. The only 3 Buicks in the field. They still got a shot at this. Daniel Olson leads the lap. 3 laps to go. Daniel Olson in first. Into second now goes Chelsea Bowles. She's got another Buick right behind him. That's the 12 of Joshua Sakuli. But here comes the Fords. Matt Dallio Levi McIntyre, Nick Johnson, 66 car. He's not out of this yet. 4 wide for third. Power move by McIntyre. McIntyre to second. McIntyre's for the lead. Two laps to go. Inside lane. Where did Chris Dalton come from? 55. Chris Dalton for the lead, for second. Dalton has not won a race since season 10, I believe, at Martinsville. Would this be big for him if he wins this race? Levi McIntyre out in front. Here comes Chris Dodd. He wants his second. He wants to be undefeated on the plate tracks. Batson's not out of this yet. Norman's not out of this yet. Shelton. Any of them can win this race. Start finish line. White flag will be waving. 1 lap remaining. Let the shuffle begin at Talladega. Here we go. Chris Dodd to second position, and I think we've seen this episode before. Dodd and Shelton. We saw this in the 500. They're second and third now. Shelton to the inside. Shelton trying for the lead now. Car number 9. 3 wide for the lead. Who does Osborne go with in the 17 car? He goes with Dodd. He goes with Chris Dodd. There, he and Shelton. Here we go again. Dodd versus Shelton. They're side by side. Chris Dodd out in front. Start finish line. Chris Dodd wins at Talladega again over Shelton. Just like at Daytona. I don't believe this. I do not think ever in NR we have had the same 1-2 as we did in the Talladega than we did in the 500. And I bet you Shelton right now is getting sick and tired of getting beat by Chris Dodd right now. But whatever the circumstances, Chris Dodd is your winner. Shelton is in second. Joshua Osborne third. Andrew Perry comes home in fourth. Nick Johnson comes home in fifth. What a race here in the Herons 189. I really, that is crazy. Average speed 139.975 here. No thanks to those yellow flags. Keith Batson comes home in 6th. Matt Delio 7th. 8th place was Benjamin Miles. Levi McIntyre 9th. Michael Norman 10th. And Chris Dodd, by the way, is your first repeat winner of the season, by the way. So breaking that 9-for-9 streak. Daniel Olson comes home in 10th position, 11th place I should say. Sekuli is 12th in car number 12. Chelsea Bowles 13th, Chris Dollarton 14th. JT Bryant, Charles Sanford, Seth Cole, John Gilbert, Jesse Turner, and Paul Mennick the top 20 in this event. I mean, what a race we had here today. As there's the rest of the finishing order. 6 cars finished a lap down in this race here today, and 4 of them were out of the race. Cole Deaver, Trent Dunham, Kyle Matthews, and John Arndt in this race there. But I tell you what a finish here. And I really did thought for a minute that Shelton was going to get payback on Chris Dodd from the Daytona 500. But the end result, unfortunately for Shelton, was the same as the 500. Chris Dodd beats her out again, as he takes home his second win of the season. Both of them were on plate tracks as he takes the Daytona 500 and then now the Aaron's 499. And he has had both wins so far for the Buick label. And turns out, and I'll tell you what, some tells me it turns out Buick has got a good plate package this season. They may surprise us for the next plate stop in the Tour in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona come middle of the season. But the average margin of victory, 0.55 from first to second and 0.70 from first to third here And I tell you what, I think that kind of made the difference though when Joshua Osborne pulled up right behind Chris Dodd instead of going with Shelton. And Andrew Perry did try to shove Shelton back by Dodd, but I tell you, that was one heck of a finish here today at the Aaron 29 at Talladega Superspeedway, and this track never disappoints us, that is for sure. So anyway, congratulations again to Chris Dodd for the winner here today at the Aaron 499, and if you like what you see here on the NNSCRA channel, be sure to subscribe to this page. And you never know what pops up on this channel for sure. From anywhere from NR 2003 races to NR 2003 races to gaming, anything that happens here on this channel. So until then, this is James Qualls, and the next up on the tour will be at California Speedway for the Auto Club 400. And it's been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.